Thank you for tuning in to another episode of
Sticky Notes Podcast.
And we are joined today with two special guests. One reoccurring guest
Evil
and
Empire?
another one, the iconic, the legendary Mr. Bob.
Go Birds.
Mr. Bob, how are you?
I'm well.
You're well. I can't hear you. Talk a little louder.
I am well.
Okay. Pascal, what's goody?
I'm doing good, but you gave Bob a way better intro than me.
Come on, bro. You're a reoccurring guest now, so sorry. Come on, I'll make sure I give you the applause.
All right, give me a clap. All right. Okay.
I appreciate you guys coming over today, spending some. I know Pascal, you worked all day, so it's this is a little extra work for you, but you ain't gonna get paid for this today.
No, I like to give my take on a little week one football.
Yeah, sorry about the Cowboys, man.
Yeah, but it's all good. I'm sure we'll meet up again. And the situation will be a little different.
How's it gonna be different? I know how Jalen Carter's going to play this time.
Jalen Carter's going to be there.
The score is going to be a little more lopsided.
And we're going to pull off that win. That's all. Yeah, pull off that win.
Bob.
Right, Bob?
Mr. Bob, you came with your Phillies gear, man. You're supposed to wear your Eagles gear. What's going on, man? You're supposed to represent. I knew this guy wasn't going to win.
I represent all sports. And we're also chasing October. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
We're chasing October.
And Casey doesn't tell you, I'm wearing my Michael Jack.
You're Michael Jack Schmidt? Okay.
We don't need to say who it is.
Yeah.
A real fan would know Michael Jack.
We're surprised. And you got the nice Fanatic hat on.
That is correct.
I know.
I'm glad your wife let you come over.
All right. Thanks for letting Bob.
Yeah, we had to ask permission for Mr. Bob to come over today.
And let's give a shout out. It was his anniversary.
Yeah,
on his anniversary.
That's why we've been together for 40 years, because I asked for permission.
That's right.
Somebody give him a figure this out.
That's a good man.
That's a good man, Bob.
Thank you for the advice. I appreciate that.
You could thank my wife for that advice.
All right. Well, the reason we're here is because the Cowboys suck.
They lost.
Dallas sucks.
Yes.
So
we
thought we'd bring a Cowboys fan and Eagles fan on here just to see what they thought and see, how they thought the game went. I wanted to start off and ask Mr. Pascal some questions about his wonderful quarterback.
Let's go.
So, what makes you believe in Dak? What is it about him that you think is like a winning quarterback?
It's not to say what is about him. It's more like you would have to say he's a good quarterback.
Why? That's what I want to know. Why? What makes him good? Because to me, he sucks.
Well,
I don't like the way
he's a good passer.
You can't say that he didn't have a good offensive line.
He manages the offense pretty good. He has good completion, and he has a good record against the Eagles.
So he's got.
That's
We're not talking that. Okay, so.
The only record that he has against the Eagles, opposed to anybody else's, he hasn't gotten taken out yet because we play fair. How many times has that man, whole season, got to end because of injuries?
Injuries happen, Bob. Don't it?
How many times?
I mean, A.J. Brown was injured and he couldn't even though he was on the field, but nothing.
He was on the field in the Super Bowl, though.
We're not talking about Super Bowl. We're talking about now.
He had one target.
Wow. Isn't he supposed to be your top receiver?
When you got two people keying on him, that means to leave somebody else open.
There wasn't two people
So we have
keying
a
on
quarterback that's smart enough to throw it to the open receiver.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, our
Somebody
quarterback.
like Dotson,
Sure.
because everybody's like, oh, what's this bum doing there?
Dotson just had...
He only had 3 catches.
Yeah, and he had like that one fantasy catch for like 60 yards, and wow.
It's a catch, though.
Yeah, but what was the rest of it, though?
Winning football.
You call that winning football?
All right, so you're getting off the subject. What is it about Dak? We're talking about Dak. What is it about Dak?
He's a good quarterback.
We don't need to talk about Jalen Hurts. We already know Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback.
He's a good quarterback.
He's a good quarterback. Okay, I'll take a good. He's a good quarterback.
Yes, he's a good quarterback.
Yeah, he's not a great quarterback. He's not a winning quarterback.
He checks off all the stuff. He's a good quarterback.
Okay. All right, well, will the Cowboys make the playoffs this?
Yes, they will make the playoffs.
No, the Cowboys.
Yes, we will make the playoffs. That's facts.
maybe fantasy football, but an actual NFL.
Bob,
no.
we're not going to make the playoffs?
No.
All right, we'll see. We're making the playoffs.
And you will come on after they're not in the playoffs, and we'll have this conversation.
I'll come back halfway through the season. I'm like, see, I told you we're going to go to the playoffs. All we need is maybe, 3 or 4 more wins? Bob, we're going to the playoffs.
I'm sorry to believe that you see that's a Dallas lover.
You're just being
a
a doubter. You can't even give us no props. You think we're not going to make the playoffs?
I gave you props.
All right, well, let me ask you this. Who's going to be in the playoffs from the NFC?
Definitely Green Bay.
Okay.
The Eagles.
Okay.
That's the only 2 you need to know.
That's it? Oh, come on, man.
Those 2 are going to fight it out.
All right, next question, because I know we're going to be in the playoffs.
And then it's going to be the Chiefs and the Bills again.
Chiefs and...
Real quick, this is how the game started. That was a great way to start the game. But look.
Disappointing.
Look.
Yeah. Why don't you reverse a little bit more?
Dak spit on him first.
Yeah, Dak spit first though.
Go back some more. Go back some more. You gotta go back a little bit farther. You're not seeing it. You're not seeing it.
They waited to show that until after the game.
Yeah.
But I saw it. I saw it.
See, he just did it. It showed. They did show it on that.
But look how far away he is from.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter.
Look, he's talking to him. They're taunting. He's taunting him right there.
Yeah.
Look, you hear him?
Okay. Okay.
All right. Anyway.
Your secondary is suspect. Your secondary is suspect.
That was the one dude is very suspect, man.
Yeah, your secondary is
What's
suspect.
his name? The guy that we got from the Giants.
Dory Jackson.
Yeah, man. We got to do something about that guy.
The problem with the first game or even the first and second game, none of the starters played any football whatsoever from last year.
Bob, come on.
You can't
now.
have
Really?
these preseason games where
Bob.
it's nothing but people who you'll never see again on TV.
Bob, really?
Positively.
Preseason is basically just for these guys trying to make the roster.
The
You
people,
can't,
like
Bob,
I
you
said,
can't-
that we'll never see
Oh,
again.
Bob, you can't look at me and say, oh, just because they didn't play this or that, the first game was off. Like, come on.
Guess what? Dallas was
Really?
just as bad as the Eagles. They were missing tackles. They were missing. It was bad football because there's no preseason anymore.
Yeah, it was,
That's
it was the very first game.
Nah, Bob. Nah, throw that out the window.
It can't be thrown
Throw it
out of the way.
window. Come on, you sound like one of these ESPN guys. So, oh, they didn't play in the preseason, blah blah, this and that.
You're
a
asking my
professional
opinion.
football player.
This is my opinion. It's been
Okay.
It's been chronicled throughout that back in the old days, because I can go back to the old days. I'm a tad older than yourself. I used to go to Westchester U, where they had 2-a-days, full pads, 4 hours each day, twice a day. That's 8 hours of football. I'd be out there sweating, so imagine them. Now you might as well put friggin' dresses on them.
Of course, Bob. Look at the concussion protocol. You touch a quarterback, blah blah, this and that. You can't play up close on the receivers. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff.
Here's my theory. Roger Goodell should go in for Monday Night Football. Both teams got to wear dresses, okay?
Why don't the Eagles
If you sack the quarterback, you pick him up, you kiss him. There's yourself swapping the spits. And then I can see Carter going back. I want to sack him again. He's a good kisser. Mm-hmm. Am I right or wrong?
I don't know about all that, Mr.
Yeah,
Bob.
I don't know about all that, Mr.
I mean,
Bob.
isn't that what it's getting to be?
All right, last question. Would you ever consider changing teams? If so, which team would it be?
No, I wouldn't consider changing teams.
Why not? You guys are never gonna win a Super Bowl.
That doesn't matter. It doesn't mean you gotta jump ship. You know, you still gotta hang in there. Look at Cincinnati fans. Look at a Cleveland fan or a Detroit fan
Or that Eagles fan that waited how many
Wasn't
years?
the Eagles on a drought before
53 of my years.
You know, before they even won a Super Bowl? There was in a drought. I mean, they went to the playoffs and went to the Super Bowl in the McNabb, but before all that, That was on like what is like a Phantom?
Do you think you guys are gonna win the Super Bowl this year?
I don't know about this year, but I think before I retire,
What about next year?
we will win a Super Bowl.
Before you retire?
Yes, before I retire, we will win a Super Bowl.
How many more years of work do you have?
I got like 20 more years. So that's
That's a long time to wait, man. Mr. Bob, how long have you been an Eagles fan?
Basic my entire life. I remember watching the championship games of like 57, 58, 59 before there was a Super Bowl.
Really?
When the Eagles actually won.
Watching them where?
wow.
On my black and white TV
Oh yeah.
with the rabbit ears, with the aluminum foil all wrapped around it so you get better.
Better reception. Okay.
If that's what you called it back
I
then.
got it. Yeah. Did you did you used to listen to them on the radio?
I did.
Yeah. When
More so the Philadelphia Phillies on the radio because you hardly had, but at least with the Eagles, you got them sometimes once a week.
Yo, your parents didn't brainwash you to be an Eagles fan, did they?
Absolutely not.
Because I know that a lot of that goes
were
on
your parents
nowadays.
were your parents Eagles fans?
No, they weren't any kind of sports fans at all. My mother became a golf fan because of Tiger, and my father became an Eagles fan because after my mother passed away, he had nothing else to do on Sundays. So he would
started
call
watching
me up
football.
and say, "What channel is the Eagles on?" And I say, "The same channels they're always on." "What channel is that?"
Okay, so you were a Birds fan before your dad.
That is correct.
So how'd you become an Eagles fan? What how? Somebody in your family, or you just like?
I can't just like football. I
No.
can't like baseball.
I'm just asking if
you,
the-
you got it from somebody or someone.
I did
No,
not.
I'm just
Maybe
I was
your
just
uncle
asking.
Or, yeah.
I used to go with my aunt, my two aunts and my mother to high school at the Thanksgiving game, and I'd go watch that. And that's what, I mean, as far back as I can remember, I would go to these high school football games,
Okay,
and I said,
all
"Boy, I really like this game."
Okay, so you started. So you were
And
started
then
with
I
high
tried
school.
out when I got into high school. I was a little skinny thing.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything with it, so I played track. I could run like hell.
Okay.
So I guess if somebody in the football field was chasing me, I could outrun the son of a bitch.
Okay.
And it's probably one of them things that you live in Philadelphia, so you have to be a Philadelphia Eagles fan.
Nah, come on, man. Nah.
I don't know. I just heard that before.
No,
Like
it's just
you know,
what you would
like-
think. It's just it's what you think you would do if you're from the area, you living in the area, you
But
want to
I
root
don't-
for
I
the
don't-
closest team.
I don't live in Philadelphia though.
You live okay? Do you live near freaking Dallas?
No.
All right. Well, Eagles is the closest team. Why wouldn't you want to support the team that's closest to where you live at?
I
Because
regret.
everybody can't be on the same team.
Now, see, I just made a point though, right? I made a point though, right? I made a point though, right?
Yeah, everybody.
You want to support your local area, right?
I do. Norristown Eagles.
The Norristown Eagles.
My high school.
Okay, the Norristown
Yes.
Eagles. Mr. Bob, what's your first memory of what's your first Eagles memory?
I'd probably say
Like, what was it that made you be like, okay, I'm rooting for the Eagles?
Chuck Bednarik.
Chuck Bednarik. What number was he?
I don't recall numbers.
Okay.
But I remember that he didn't come out of the game. He played defense and offense. Why? Because back then they were Ironmen. They were men.
Yeah.
They didn't have to wear dresses back then.
What was the reaction when Jerome Brown passed away? What was the type of reaction?
I thought that was, my father he drank. So a drunken driver killed.
Yeah.
I was very upset about that.
A drunken driver killed him.
That is correct.
Yeah, Jerome Brown. That's sad.
Okay.
So
So what about when Reggie White got traded to the Packers? How'd you feel about that?
worst owner ever, a used car salesman named Norman Brayman. May he rot in hell.
Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to
Wow.
bleep that one out.
You
Now
harsh.
leave it in there.
You harsh.
She said leave it in there.
Bravo, you harsh.
You asked me, I gave you an honest opinion.
Okay.
What was it like watching him play, man? Reggie White.
You never saw anybody who could dominate the way that man could.
Yeah.
I mean, 10 people would look at him and 9 of them be running away, and the other one said, "Oh my God, I got to play."
Who would you compare him to this nowadays? In your eyes.
It's really hard to say because of his size, the way he moved. I mean, it wouldn't be the Bosa's.
Myles Garrett.
Nah, maybe Khalil Mack. I don't know.
No, that dude from Kansas City, that defensive guy. I can't remember his name. Chris Jones.
Chris Jones.
Yeah, Chris Jones.
Could be somebody like that.
I say a Chris Jones.
What about Carter?
No.
No. More Jalen Carter, less of an impact, or more, or what do you think, Reggie White? I think he's going to be kind of equivalent.
A different type of player.
Yeah.
I mean, Reggie White was a minister. The man believed in a lot of stuff, and then he'd go out and he'd tear somebody a new one.
So not the type of guy to spit on the quarterback.
When they were at the ground, he'd pick them up.
Yeah, he's not the type of guy to spit on our quarterback.
That is correct.
You know?
Dak Prescott
He would probably be like, you know what? I'm going to get you when the game starts. You know? Jalen Carter will be all right. I do like him, though. He's solid, man. He's a fucking beast.
What's your first, Eagles-Cowboys rivalry memory type? What's your favorite moment? What's your favorite moment? Roger the Dodger.
Roger the Dodger.
Who's that? Who's Roger the Dodger? You don't know who that is.
Yes, you do.
Who?
Staubach.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Why?
Because he was a warrior.
Okay.
He was Naval Academy. I'm a warrior. Warriors stick together.
Okay.
So is it?
I give lots of props.
So can I say that you was maybe a little Dallas fan a little bit back then also?
No, I am a fan of good football, and will be to the day I take my last breath.
So you don't think the Cowboys
It just
play
does
good
not
football?
have to be strictly Eagles.
You don't
because
think Cowboys
if my
play
Eagles
good
aren't playing,
football?
does that mean I'm not allowed to watch football?
Do you think Cowboys play good football?
No,
They don't play good football?
no. Why? Because of one person and one person only.
But he's not
Jerry.
playing.
It doesn't matter.
I just asked you about playing football. Jerry don't play football.
But
he
he
stays up in the office and then he comes down on the field.
And he ruins
has
the
nothing
game
to do
and
with
ruins-
on the field playing.
And ruins the game of
He
football.
doesn't play on Thursdays or Mondays or Sundays, Bob.
He
Yes,
might
he
as well
does.
be in the game.
He has his
He's
footprint
making all
in
the
everything
moves.
that he does.
So
and that's
what?
why
It's
they'll-
his team.
That's why they'll never be a winner. When Steven takes over, watch what happens.
Wow.
Yep.
So that means if you have a business, you will let people tell you how to run your business? Even though you might make some bad decisions?
Some bad decisions. How about all the decisions?
I didn't
he
ask
made?
you that. I said, I just asked you. What did I just ask you?
If somebody
Yeah.
going to run your business,
Yeah.
if they do it better than you, then say yes.
You think there's a lot of them that actually is good GMs in the league?
No,
Exactly. So what are we talking about here?
we're talking about
Just
Jerry.
because we're talking about the evil empire?
I'm not talking about
You know?
Jerry. I'm
Yes, we are talking about the evil empire.
No.
Yes, we are.
I'm not talking
We're
about
talking about
Jerry
the
Jones.
evil empire.
I'm talking about Jerry. There's a difference.
Yes, you're talking about Jerry Jones, and
No,
he's the
Jerry
basic.
Jones.
You're
He's the
basic-
mastermind.
You're basically saying he's the problem why they're losing, and they're not a good team.
He's the master
That's what you're basically
conspirator.
telling me.
Because he's got an ego so freaking big it wouldn't fit in this room.
So you're basically.
Sort of like somebody just sitting beside me.
T's got a question.
Well, speaking of Jerry, how do you feel about the whole Micah Parsons situation?
You know what? The only thing that I disagree with, I would have traded his ass to the AFC, not the NFC. Because at the end of the day, now you put him on the Packers. Most likely, Bob, we are going to make the playoffs, so maybe we'll actually see the Packers in the playoffs. So I wouldn't do that. And I'm not going to... You're talking about paying a guy $40-something million. All right?
Who you gonna pay?
Then hold on, here you go. You're gonna have Prescott, you'll have Lamb, and then you have Parsons. And then they'll be like, oh my God, you guys got the 3 highest players and ain't nothing going on.
Prescott,
Then
Lamb,
you'll
and
start
Parsons.
criticizing it.
Would you take Prescott, Lamb, and Parsons over Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Saquon Barkley?
You just said 3 offensive players over 2 offensive and 1
Three,
defensive player.
three of our best players, though. Okay, you want to take 3 offensive players? How about Dak Prescott, C.D. Lamb, and who is your other offensive player? Who's your other offensive player?
Right.
I rest my case, Ron.
I would take Prescott and them over there because Prescott.
Your 3 best players
Yes.
against our 3 best players.
Well, right now I think we have 2 good players on our offense. We have Prescott, we have Lamb. The other ones, maybe they'll make a name for themselves.
I think I would
You know-
take our backup quarterback over Dak Prescott.
Really?
Yeah, I think so, man. He's got a high ceiling, man. He actually looks better. I think he actually looked better. I think if you put what's his name? I can't remember his name. It's off the top of my head. But I think if you put him in the Dallas offense, I think he'd do better than Dak Prescott.
I don't
man.
think so.
Our backup quarterback.
Backup
I think so, man.
That's why he's
What
a
the heck is
backup.
his
He's
name?
not a starter.
We drafted him. We drafted him last year.
Oh, so you drafted a guy last year, and you're gonna all of a sudden you think he's better than Prescott?
He is better than
That's
that.
just hater talk.
He is better than Prescott.
Look, man.
Tanner McKee, yeah. He looked good, man. There were people actually saying that he's going to be a starter.
I thought he was talking about somebody at Dallas. I could have given him McGee and Kyle McCord.
I just said that. Come on, Mr. Bob. Well, look, guys. Anything else?
Well, let me ask. So we were having this debate this morning between Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Who do you think is the better quarterback?
Patrick Mahomes.
I have to go with Mahomes also.
Really?
Patrick Mahomes.
I told you.
Patrick Mahomes.
I told her.
Because when
Patrick
it comes
Mahomes,
down to it, and they play against each other, Patrick Mahomes pulls it out.
Me as an Eagles fan, I have to say that he's the best quarterback in the league at the moment. He is. He's better than Jalen Hurts.
Up until last year. This year, he's fallen off.
That's
I don't know. It's been one game, man. It's been one game, and they won.
Just one
So
game.
you had to.
But
If we
lost.
beat them this week, that's going to be to me. To me, it's like talent wise is what I'm rating him as. Yeah, we have a better team, but talent wise, Patrick Mahomes is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. He just is.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
He just is. You know,
And
Jalen Hurts is stronger, but
yeah,
he's not.
he squats
He gets
600.
flustered too easily.
Patrick Mahomes has so many different arm angles he can throw. It's
I don't
ridiculous.
think Jalen is that good of a
don't even
passer.
start. No. There's
I don't
not
think he is.
not gonna be
I
Jalen
don't
Hurts
think he
bashing on this podcast.
I'm not
It's gonna
bashing. I'm
happen.
just saying. I'm just saying.
He's the
like,
second best quarterback in the league. He's better than Josh Allen. He's better than
A lot of people might
Joe
disagree
Burrow.
with you on that.
I know they will, but
You know?
he's better than Josh Allen. He's better than Joe Burrow. He's better than
I think
the
he's
guy
better
in Baltimore.
Than Joe Burrow.
You're taking
know?
into account one thing, or you're not taking into account the coaching. He has a better coach than we do.
Sirianni,
Sirianni's a good coach.
Andy
Big
Reid.
Red is a better coach.
Big Red.
He's a first ballot Hall of Fame coach.
Yeah.
Am I right or wrong?
You know when Big Red became a really good head coach?
When his children
No,
stopped
when
dragging.
he left Philly. When he left Philly.
Yeah, right, dude. How many
Yeah,
how
when he
many
left Philly.
NFC championships did
When
he
he
take?
left Philly.
Yeah, right, man.
When he left
He
Philly.
took us to the Super Bowl.
Why were we in 5 straight championships if he was
At
that
that
bad?
time, the NFC sucked and it was garbage.
And who was in
Basically,
the NFC?
no,
The Eagles
division. Hold
were
on.
there 5 years in a row, and Dallas
No,
wasn't.
4. They went 4. 4.
5
Hold
straight,
on.
and
The
Dallas didn't.
Eagles was like the Buffalo Bills.
What you mean? Kept knocking on the door and what?
Nah, they went to the Super Bowl 4 times, lost 4 times.
Guess what?
Philly
And
was
still
always
4
going to the
times
conference.
they were there.
They was always going to the conference finals, and they finally won 1.
What's your Super Bowl predictions? What's your Super Bowl prediction? Pass.
It's gonna be Dallas versus
Gosh, let's be realistic.
All right, let me be real.
Be realistic, man.
All right, I'm gonna be realistic. I'm gonna have to probably I'm gonna go with Packers and Chiefs.
Packers and Chiefs.
Packers and Chiefs.
I have a feeling that the Chiefs are going to be in the Super Bowl
Packers
as
and
well.
I don't
Chiefs.
think so.
And I can't complain or argue because the Packers are good and are going to be good. I'm still picking the Eagles, but if Packers are there,
I think
it
it'll-
wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I think it'll be a
Yeah,
rematch.
Packers. But hey, you never know. Once the playoffs
And
starts, anything can happen.
it just
Dallas
doesn't
could probably
happen.
sneak in there. You know, maybe Jalen Hurts might pull his arm and he won't be able to throw.
So then we
You
have,
know, just like how they met up
then
with.
we got Tanner McGee as a backup,
There you
and he
go.
might even win more
No,
games.
he'll get rocked. He'll get rocked. Come on now. Did he ever start a game
Who
yet?
was your
Hold on.
backup?
Did he start a game yet?
Yes.
When? Last year?
when Hurts got hurt,
Just one of the game.
I think too.
Still gonna be a rookie.
Any last words?
Go Birds.
There you go.
Go Chickens. That's what I said.
Nah, I appreciate you guys taking some time and coming over and
was a
recording
pleasure.
this.
It was a pleasure.
We'll see what happens next time we meet, and we'll see what happens with the Eagles season. And thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of
Sticky Notes Podcast.